All right, let's break down two of the most important tools in any trader's toolkit: leading and lagging indicators. Seriously, getting your head around this is absolutely fundamental to navigating the markets, so let's just dive right in. I mean, it's the ultimate question, isn't it? Every single trader, I don't care who you are, has at some point wished they just had a little crystal ball to see exactly where the market is going to go next.
And that's really the big idea we're starting with today. This constant search for an edge, for some kind of signal that tells you what's about to happen before it actually happens. And this leads us right to our first type of tool.
So let's take a closer look at the indicators that try to do exactly that, the ones that try to act as that crystal ball for the market.
Okay, so a leading indicator, its whole job is to get you ahead of the curve. It's designed to flash a buy or sell signal before a new trend really takes hold. The whole point is to give you a shot at capturing a move right from the very beginning.
And you can see it in action right here, which is what's so cool about this. See that purple line? That's the leading indicator. Notice how it turns up or turns down before the green price line does the same thing. It is literally trying to lead the price.
And when you first discover this, the reaction is completely normal. You think, oh my gosh, this is it. I can get in at the absolute bottom and sell at the absolute top of every single move. I'm going to be rich. But, as you probably guessed, there is a pretty big catch.
Yeah, that crystal ball, it's not always so clear. Sometimes it gets a little foggy and, well, sometimes it just straight up lies to you.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. The promise of perfect prediction is just that, a promise. In the real world of trading, these things are not foolproof. They can be wrong, and they will be wrong.
And this brings us to their number one weakness, what traders call fakeouts. This is when a leading indicator gives you this beautiful buy signal, you get all excited and jump in, and then boom, the price immediately reverses and goes the other way. They are notorious for sending you down the wrong path.
So let's shift gears and look at the alternative. This is a completely different, much more cautious approach to the market.
So say hello to the lagging indicator. Now this tool isn't even trying to predict the future. Nope. Instead, its whole job is to confirm what's happening right now. It waits for a trend to actually establish itself, and then it pipes up and says, hey, you should probably pay attention, something is definitely happening over here.
I love this analogy. A lagging indicator isn't a psychic, it's a detective. It's on the scene, looking for clues, gathering evidence, making sure that a real trend is in motion before it gives you the green light to act. It values certainty way more than speed.
But of course, there's always a trade-off, right? By waiting around for all that confirmation, you are, by definition, late. As the slide says, you're always a little behind the curve. You've already missed that first and often most explosive part of the move. It's definitely a safer way to trade, but you give up being early for the comfort of being right.
So this brings us right to the core dilemma, the central conflict for every single trader. What do you prioritize, getting in early or getting in safely?
And this slide just boils it all down perfectly. Look, on the left, you've got your leading indicators. You get that incredible speed and the potential for massive gains, but you have to accept the high risk of getting faked out. And on the right, lagging indicators. You get confirmation, fewer false alarms, but you have to be okay with missing those juicy early profits. It's a fundamental tug of war.
But what if I told you the answer isn't about choosing one over the other? The real secret, what the pros know, is about knowing which tool to pull out of the toolbox in which situation.
And here is the absolute key to the whole thing. When the market is just chopping back and forth, not really going anywhere, what we call a sideways or ranging market, lagging indicators are totally useless. They'll just get you whipsawed in and out for losses. But, and this is the good part, this is exactly where leading indicators, which are great at spotting overbought or oversold levels, can really shine.
So let's make this super simple. Here's your strategist's rulebook. When the market is clearly trending up or down, you use lagging indicators to confirm that trend and just ride the wave. But when the market is stuck in a range, just bouncing around, you switch over to leading indicators to help you try and peek the tops and bottoms of that range.
And really, in the end, understanding these tools forces you to understand yourself a little better. Your choice of indicators and how you combine them. It's all going to reflect your own personality as a trader. Are you the kind of person who wants to get ahead of the crowd, even if it means accepting the risks that come with it? Or do you prefer to wait for that confirmation, even if you miss the first part of the move? The answer to that really defines the kind of trader you are.